Hey everyone! In today's video we are doing a natural light portrait photo shoot behind the scenes, and I am using the Canon EOS R, and today I want to try out the EOS R with the RF to EF adapter and see how it goes with the original Canon L series glass. So the main lens that I want to use for the majority of today's photo shoot is the Canon 85mm 1.2. This is a beautiful lens, so I really want to see how it goes with the R. And then I also have the Canon 50mm 1.2, the 35 1.4 Mark II, and I also have a native RF lens, the 28-70 f2. So throughout today's photo shoot, I'm going to share with you some unedited photos and edited photos as well, so you guys can see what it looks like straight out of the camera. But yeah, we're going to get started now, and I really hope you guys enjoy watching today's photo shoot. The first lens we're using is the Canon 85mm f 1.2, and we are taking some portraits in the shade with a really leafy background to give us some beautiful bokeh.
Yeah, it's like maybe an over-the-shoulder shot, that would be nice, yeah.
As soon as I started taking photos, I was really impressed with the autofocus speed and the accuracy as well. When I downloaded the photos to my computer, I could easily say that I find that the photos from the EOS R and the 85mm have higher autofocus accuracy compared to my Canon 5D Mark IV and the 85. Almost every shot I took here in the shade had focus right on Tia's eyes, and there was no waiting time for the autofocus while we were out shooting either.
And then can I get you maybe facing towards the bush, like as close as possible?
I've included a bunch of unedited photos throughout this video as well, so you can see what the photos look like straight out of the camera. Even during this short window of golden hour, I found the camera was focusing with ease and only had a small handful of photos that were out of focus. Throughout this entire photo shoot, I had my eye autofocus on, and when that seemed to be struggling or wasn't really working, which wasn't a lot of the time, the IAF on the EOS R is really good, I would use a single focus point on the eyes. My focus mode was set to servo to make sure I was able to capture sharp photos with my model's movements. Before we switch to the next lens, I have a photo taken on the R+85 and the same lens on the 5D4 as well, so you can compare the differences. Both these shots are unedited, so they have no extra sharpening added.
Press the road to that fence over there. I wanted to sit on that.
The next lens we're using is the Canon 50mm f 1.2, and I was so interested in using this lens because, guys, I have a little problem with it. I don't know if it's because I use the Canon 35 1.4 Mark II, which is ridiculously sharp, and it's changed my perception of what I think a sharp image should look like, but in the past year or so, I found that my 50mm looks so soft, wide open, even when the photo is in focus.
So pretty.
I normally like to use the 50mm at f2 because that's when I start getting that nice sharpness that is similar to the 35. So I really wanted to see how it would go with the EOS R. For this reason, I was shooting with this and all the lenses actually wide open to really put this camera body through a test.
Beautiful.
So first of all, here are a bunch of unedited photos so you can see what they look like. We were shooting through blue hour, which is why the colors and tone look a little bit flat, so please keep that in mind. And here we have a 100% crop of an unedited image. It's honestly not bad for shooting at wide open. You don't have as much detail in the eyelashes and the iris as you do with the 85mm shots, but it is definitely sharper than when I use this lens on my 5D. So here's a side-by-side example so you can see what I mean.
And then maybe a sitting down shot here as well. Oh, I like that there.
And just like the 85, I found the 50mm focused with ease, even though it's adapted, and the large majority of my photos were sharp and in focus exactly where I wanted. finally moving on to the 35 is the last lens that we're going to be using today, but so far every single lens that I regularly use on my 5D4 seems to be working like a native lens on the EOS R. The focusing is super fast, just as fast as the RF 28-70 f2. And even with Tia moving around a lot and moving her face and with stuff in front of my lens, it's still focusing on her eyes perfectly. So I'm really impressed with how these are working so far.
Can I get you, yeah, just in the middle? Is it close? So this will be from here, so I'll see like the whole. Yeah, heaps of movement like that is really cool, I love that.
While we were shooting on the Canon 35mm 1.4 Mark II, I really wanted Tia to move around a lot to see how easily it could get focus. I use this lens for a large portion throughout photographing a wedding, mainly because A, I love the way it looks and the way it captures the environment within a portrait, but B, and probably most importantly, is that it is extremely fast at catching focus when you want a shot.
Oh, I like that.
Since it was well into blue hour now and getting darker by the minute, I was pretty impressed with the autofocus speed and accuracy. Due to the lighting conditions, I did have more blurry photos compared to the other two lenses we used, but the shots that were in focus had a good amount of details.
I really like the hair swooshing ones. Perfect. And then I'll get a few like closer up-ish. I'm cropping like around here.
With the 35mm, since it works so well with the 5D4, I wouldn't say it works better on the EOS R, maybe just about the same.
Yeah, I got the light in a little bit. It's like,
oh, I like these.
a little bit of glow in the background.
Yeah.
Okay, and then a quick one on that white wall over there as well. Just this one here. Oh, I keep moving the aperture instead of the shutter speed. So that's where I'm used to it on the 5D.
From personal experience, my 5D and 35 shots during blue hour feel about the same as they did while shooting on this mirrorless combination. The 85 and 50mm though, I could definitely feel a visible, positive difference using it on this mirrorless body, which was obvious to me almost straight away when we started our photo shoot. I would love to try using this 35mm on the R again in the future during like a daytime photo shoot to see if it makes a big difference. So please let me know if you'd like to see a behind the scenes about that.
Really cool. Oh, I love that one.
Oh, that was so pretty.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with her hands coming up towards the lens, it was still focusing on her eyes.
So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. Those are all the photos that we're going to take today. I really enjoyed shooting on all three lenses and on the EOS R. This is a beautiful camera and it takes amazing photos. I can't wait to download them and see what the raw files look like on my computer, but I've been zooming in on the back of the screen and they look tack sharp, so yeah, I'm super excited. I'd love to know what you guys thought of the photos. Let me know which ones were your favorites down in the comments below. But as always, I make new videos every single Wednesday, so I will see you guys all next time. I'm also so cold, I feel like I can't move my face properly. Bye!